So over the past couple weeks, there has been a lot of small pieces of news, information samples, even small hints and leaks relating to Red Dead Online, and I've kind of just been hanging back, not wanting to jump on any major topic quite yet, just because of the fact that things change fast. Whenever something even seemingly insignificant becomes breaking news, it's good to proceed with caution, but now I think that the smoke has died down a little bit. I want to take the time today to go over some recent updates with you all relating to Red Dead Online. And when I mean updates, I mean game updates, but I also want to fill you guys in on the smaller details of things, especially because if you are a current player of Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Online, I know there are a lot of new players also tuning into the channel because they got the game on PC recently, so thank you so very much for supporting my content and keeping in the know with the rest of us. So think of today's video as a news recap of sorts from the past couple weeks, but also think of today's video as a warning, because some of these topics are quite negative and they affect you or may have already taken their toll and affected you already. And I also want to go over these topics together because that's what community is all about and that's what my channel is all about. I purposely didn't make all of these individual videos as I wanted this to be an easier watch for you as a viewer of my channel, and for that reason, that is why it's all condensed into this one video for your own convenience. So drop a like if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at HazardousHDTV to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest Red Dead Redemption 2 news and information. I also want to mention I am live every single day on twitch.tv, so if you are in the market for daily Red Dead Online live streams, you can be sure to always have a channel that's excited to have a conversation and play Red Dead Online with you. So let's get into the topics. If there's anything that jumps out at you that you may think is ludicrous or something you disagree with, I just politely encourage you to watch until the end of the video. I know how easy it is to get distracted and go right into the comments and immediately stop listening to the video, but I ask you to see if you can make it through before leaving your own feedback, and I think this is one of those videos where you just need to digest each thing piece by piece before responding. So first up is the current state of Red Dead Online. You definitely should take this as a warning if you are expecting new content this upcoming week. While there is a possibility of having a newswire on Tuesday, November 26th with some more information or details on new content, I really doubt we're getting anything like that at all. In fact, I wouldn't expect any new content, period. The last legendary bounty released this past Tuesday, and Yukon Nick, the most recent legendary bounty to be introduced into Red Dead Online, is the 10th of 10 legendary bounties Rockstar announced would be added to the game a week after the release of the Frontier Pursuits DLC update. And I'll be honest, over the past couple weeks, definitely this week in particular, I have seen a lot more comments about where we're headed next. What does Rockstar have planned for Red Dead Online and for the players? And until we get more information, we can only continue to play what the game has to offer currently, and one of the most recent major additions to the game, the legendary bounties, will be expiring this Tuesday. I really hope we have the opportunity to continue to play these bounties either in the form of a playlist like I've said earlier, or even have them added back into the game week by week, but there will be no more fresh bounties for us to play. It will all be ones that we've played before, and PC in particular has missed out on the majority of these bounties too, so I'm not exactly sure how Rockstar plans on tackling that issue and catching the PC up to date with both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of the game. Also, all new clothing has been released by now too. If you guys think back to the week where the Etta Doyle legendary bounty was added to Red Dead Online, Rockstar accidentally added the rest of the clothing that was scheduled to release during the drip feed, and then they quickly corrected that issue. But they didn't do it in quite enough time, as many players were able to purchase various clothing items, and they weren't removed from the player's wardrobe when Rockstar ended up removing the clothing from the catalog later that morning. So basically all of us, if we were fortunate enough to be playing that day, got a glimpse at the rest of the clothing drip feed for this Frontier Pursuits DLC update. But now, all of that clothing has been released as of this Tuesday, leaving no more new clothing items to be added to the game. It's all over. No new bounties or clothing most likely marks the end of the entire Frontier Pursuits drip feed as well, and I'm pretty confident most PvP modes have received their free aim counterpart by now as well. Maybe there has been one or two that hasn't, but really what I'm trying to get at here is just prepare for a dry spell of content. Players who were heavily invested into Red Dead Online in April of this year and even July should know that feeling, because at least for me, I felt those were the months where Red Dead Online was the most dry. Even though August was the month right before the release of Frontier Pursuits, or at the time it was the summer update, I thought it was pretty hyped up as we were all waiting for more information on the update from Rockstar, and each Tuesday update I was really hoping could be that day that it released. But July and April were really rough in my opinion. People weren't happy with the current status of the game at the time because we kept getting recycled hats and game modes. And you guys made sure to make that clear in the comments of my videos because I read about people quitting the game, selling the game, thinking GTA Online was getting all the attention, etc. And I see it happening again. And honestly, it's just too soon to expect any type of announcement on future DLC updates. Frontier Pursuits, which again at the time was the summer update, was, in my opinion, announced way too early. Rockstar unveiled the first bit of information to us when the spring update released back in May, and we waited all the way until September 10th to release the update. And I'm sure that won't happen again. It was too early and people were way too upset, including myself, because we waited all summer. And I'm positive nothing will be said about a future update until their own development starts to wrap up on said update. And from my experience making Call of Duty videos, having talked directly with some developers of Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and Call of Duty World War II, those devs are about 2 months out from the current day with their work, meaning at this current point in time, Rockstar is well past Frontier Pursuits and well into development of the next Red Dead Online update, whether that adds any new roles into the game like the previously discussed Outlaw or Photographer roles. We broke those IGN, VG247, and PC Gamer interviews down and discussion panels a while ago, but it just goes to show that things do change quickly in this industry, and just as much as the players of Red Dead are still trying to figure out how exactly and what exactly they want added into the game, so are the developers. The biggest example of that was in beta when we were getting lots of player versus player modes. Players didn't want that. They made it clear, and my guess is everyone at Rockstar kind of realized that this game was demanding and deserved to be brought to a more grand scale than simply quality of life updates and PvP modes. And the point of me talking about all this is more content is coming. We just need to sit tight and try to enjoy what's already in the game, because I still have so much fun grinding bounty missions, trading, and collecting with some of you guys on my live streams, and I look forward to whatever else comes next, but we just need to wait. And speaking of what comes next though, where's the second Outlaw Pass? We all want it. So, moving on to the next topic of this video, I should let you know, if you are not already aware, that a second Outlaw Pass is coming soon. Yes, that is super vague and literally not helpful at all, but that is what we have to work with right now. On Rockstar's Social Club Rewards website, you can find the previous Outlaw Pass link before Frontier Pursuits DLC launched that described everything players of Red Dead Online would get with the new Wheeler Rawson and Company Club membership, as well as the new Outlaw Pass. And if you go to that link, which, by the way, I'll make sure to paste it in the description so you can check it out for yourselves, you can see that the banner has changed to, and I quote, "New club membership period starting soon." To clarify, when the Outlaw Pass was originally announced to be coming to Red Dead Online in September, that same banner on the website said, and I quote, "Unlock club and pass rewards September 10th through November 18th. So, Rockstar updated the entire Red Dead Online and Club Rewards portion of their website, and they designated all Outlaw Pass Season 1 content to be no longer available, and they also changed the club banner to briefly hint that more is coming soon. This is not news as of today or yesterday. In fact, the website has looked like this since the first Outlaw Pass expired Monday on November 18th. But I didn't really think that it was enough to make a video on its own, but since this video touches on multiple topics, I wanted to include it here, because this little tidbit of information does not say any more than just coming soon. So, like I said previously, no one should expect anything until more is said. There's no real way to predict when we'll hear more on the second club membership period, which will most likely have a premium Outlaw Pass to accompany it. At least not right now. So, another warning here, a second Wheeler Rawson and Company Club membership and Outlaw Pass are coming to Red Dead, but we have no more information on that, so there's no real sense in getting upset over the vagueness of it, because this isn't even a real announcement yet. Rockstar has not pointed anyone to this website perfectly in another post. There's no cryptic clues here to follow. The website was just updated to basically say more is coming, because the previous content expired, and it would be really weird to leave a blank web page where all the other current Outlaw Pass content used to be housed on the site. So the last warning I want to touch on here in this video, again shifting gears, is on PC mods. Lenny's Trainer has been the largest mod to release for Red Dead on PC so far, and some users who have it installed on their computer have either been banned or suspended because of it. And it's not because of the simple fact that they downloaded it or used it for the single player, but it is the fact that a specific player's game files have been modified with the 7 files from the Lenny's trainer, and when this user tries to access Red Dead Online, they are getting automatically flagged by the system, and whatever mod or hack prevention system is in place is also automatically taking action on that specific account. So just word to the wise for any player of Red Dead on the PC who's using the mod to mess around in the story mode of Red Dead, just be careful. Before you load up Red Dead Online, make sure you remove those 7 files or whatever other modded files you have installed in your Red Dead Redemption 2 folder. Make sure to keep track of everything. Better yet, make 2 copies of the game and only modify one to explicitly mod the game so that you could just delete it freely later. Because I hate hearing bad news from fans in my comments or in my live stream chat that they had action taken against their social club account because they previously had mods installed that they forgot to delete. This is very serious, and with more advanced and comprehensive mods coming out soon, like the public release of Open 4, one of the big modding softwares, there will be more than 7 simple files to either install or uninstall, and it will get messy very soon. So I can't reiterate enough that you keep track of any files for mods you are installing, because if you want to play normal Red Dead Online right after, you may get suspended or banned. And most of these mistakes are just resulting in suspensions from online for 1 single month or 30 days. And since PC hasn't even been out for a month yet, there is no real way to tell just yet if these players can just load back up into the game or if they got their online progress reset with the suspension. And it would just be really unfortunate to have hours and hours dedicated to the online mode only to get reset because you forgot to uninstall some mods meant for single player. Rockstar does not seem to be messing around with the PC version of this game, folks. Anyways, those are my warnings for you guys and some recent news that I wanted to go over with y'all. I could have come out with individual videos on all these topics like I said, but none are super significant on their own, and I really just want to bring you guys the best of the best. So I decided to hold off for a bit and combine them all into one video now, just so it's all in one place for you if you need to rewatch any part later to get the full story. So thank you so very much for watching and being patient. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the drip feed of the Frontier Pursuits officially being over, the upcoming second Outlaw Pass and club membership period, or even PC mods and the consequences some users are suffering either on purpose or accidentally. If you do want to get in touch with me or ask me a question or just start a discussion with me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HazardousHDTV. I post lots of live stream highlights on Twitter, and my Instagram is where you can find breaking Red Dead news like potential leaks and data mined files on my story, as well as my official posts are also Red Dead photography if that interests you. I hope you guys can take a second to check those out, as well as twitch.tv/HazardousHDTV, where I live stream Red Dead Online every single day, and I get to play with you amazing people in an open lobby and an open posse live stream as well. It's a lot of fun, and I love meeting and talking to all you guys, so stop by and say hi if you do have the time. I go live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time US every single day. And with all that out of the way, my name is Zach, but you can call me Hazard. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and adios, amigos.